Similarly, on the nickel side, we've talked about this for a while, but ever since that squeeze happened back in late February, early March of 2022, prices actually went to $50 a pound. We've seen pretty erratic and ugly trading, but for the most part, we have reverted back to the pre-squeeze type price levels. Liquidity remains difficult to come by. A lot of traders have left. A number of traders have sued the London Metal Exchange for hundreds of millions of dollars. And it's still a pretty ugly situation. But the good news for our customers is that squeeze in terms of pricing means that, or I guess coming back down to the pre-squeeze levels means that surcharges should similarly reflect, I would say, somewhat significantly lower pricing on the commodity side, both from nickel prices, but also from chrome, which is going to reset lower for the following quarter, down by 36 cents. And then, as I mentioned earlier, scrap prices are coming down as well. So a lot of the commodity components, at least for now, within stainless are headed to the south side. And then lastly, I mentioned that idea where you can go into oversold territory and then continue going deeper into oversold territory. We certainly have seen that within the price of copper. And again, this is probably a breath of fresh air for a number of our customers who buy copper, because prices have drastically and quickly gotten cheaper. But again, when we look at the RSI, or the relative strength index down below, these are pretty intensely severe oversold conditions. And I checked yesterday, before today's 5% rally coming on the back of the Chinese news, these were even more oversold conditions than back in 2020 when the world went into lockdown. So again, I'm not saying step in and buy all the copper you can, but just from a technical chart kind of momentum side of things were pretty ugly within the copper market. And I would say that we're beginning to see that stabilize a little bit. I think China's for sure having a say in that, or they're having an element of impact on the copper market here.
Hey Nick, a question from the avid fans here. Back to stainless. Is chromium a concern for stainless surcharges increases in the next month?
No, actually, so the opposite. As we sit here today, we now know that it'll take effect into August surcharges. The chrome reset's going from $2.16 down to $1.80. So just that in a silo is expected to have an impact of about 6 to 7 cents to the downside on surcharges just from the chrome aspect. So I guess a little bit of good news there. So yes, there will be an impact, but it's going to be the downside, not up.